Hey guys, this is Samir for Digit.in, and this is our first look at the Zopo Speed 8. One of the first phones actually to launch with the MediaTek Helio X20 Deca-core chipset. That's the MT6797. For those of you that are wondering, the smartphone will be available starting April internationally. There is no India-specific information provided to me when I got my hands on with this phone, and the price of the phone is $299. Now, quickly getting the specifications out of the way, it has a 5.5-inch Full HD IPS display. As I stated, it has the MediaTek Helio X20 Deca-core SoC. It has 4 GB of RAM with 32 GB of built-in storage, 4G connectivity, the works with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It has an 8 megapixel it has an 8 megapixel front-facing camera and a 21 megapixel rear camera, and it has the fingerprint sensor below it and the dual tone flash as well. It has a 3600 mAh battery and is about 9.8 millimeters in thickness. Now, coming to the user interface, it's quite simple. It's the same as we've seen on stock Android. Let's quickly get you a look at the operating system right there. It's running on Android 6.0 Marshmallow straight out of the box. It's great to see so many smartphones launch in India running on Marshmallow. Otherwise, the phone seems pretty minimalistic when it comes to the preloaded apps right here. We have Asphalt 8 on this smartphone. So we're just quickly gonna see if the game starts up, and if it does, we'll give you a look to see how the game fares when it plays. Now, while this is loading, it's going to need download, which should happen really fast. But just to give you a quick look, this is the black color and this is the white color. The phone is available in two colors. It has a matte finish plastic, and is the back removable? Well, no, the back does not seem to be removable. You have your SIM card slot right here. On the sides, we have the power button and the volume rocker. At the bottom, we have a USB Type-C connector. It's great. We've seen a lot of smartphones coming out with USB Type-C. It looks to be the future of the connectivity options, and you have the headphones jack on top. So the smartphone has USB Type-C connectivity, and it also supports fast charging. Let's see if we can just give you a quick look at how the camera performs. The smartphone does boast of fast focusing as well, but the unit that we have in our hands right now is a pre-production unit. So if there are any bugs or it isn't performing to its fullest potential, then that's probably because this is a pre-production model. So far the focus seems to be fairly fine. The UI is very stock Android. If you've used a Zopo phone in the past, you will definitely feel right at home with this one. It's a good looking phone actually. It's actually a fairly simplistic looking phone. It has, of course, front facing speakers. Let's see if we do have internet connectivity out here, how a video looks on the display. It has a 5.5-inch Full HD IPS panel, and as a lot of our viewers know, we love secret lives of pets. So let's see if we can get that running. You'll actually get a good look at how videos look, especially if you're somebody that's going to consume a lot of YouTube content on the smartphone. It has a fingerprint sensor at the back, which is great. It's very conveniently located, just like we've seen on, let's say, the Nexus 5X or the 6P below the camera. At the back, very conveniently located, so you can just tap it and the smartphone should unlock. Okay, so it looks like it works. So let's just get you a quick look. We'll also be able to judge the audio output a little bit. The display is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but that's okay. Like we've said before, it has a 21 megapixel rear facing camera and an 8 megapixel front facing camera. The internet, of course, at our disposal here isn't the best when it comes to connectivity, but nonetheless, we're still going to give it a shot to see if a video can play. Let's just check rather than that if there are any preloaded videos on it. So like you saw, you have the Marshmallow interface with permissions every time you boot up an app. And yeah, by the looks of it, the smartphone does seem to be functioning fairly smoothly so far. And yeah, okay, yeah, so there are a bunch of preloaded videos, so we can get you auto rotate. Okay, like I said, this is of course a production unit. It isn't a final unit, it's a demo piece. So maybe that's why we're facing a bit of a trouble with the auto rotate. But yeah, the front facing speakers are there. Considering the video that we're watching, it isn't the loudest, but then again, we are in a really loud place and I can still manage to hear a bit of the orchestral music in the background, which is great. So the display looks good. From where I am looking at it, the viewing angles seem to be quite fair. Color reproduction seems to be pretty good, and I think that because I've put it on full volume, I can feel a bit of vibration at the top and the bottom. Maybe that's also because of this production unit. Again, we will hold on to our final verdict once we have the device in for review. Let's see if we can get you a quick look at the front-facing camera. So this is the front-facing camera right here, and say cheese for the camera. And yeah, so the image quality does seem to be quite alright so far, at least on the show floor. But like I said, this is a pre-production unit, so we will only be able to give a final verdict on the imaging quality of the smartphone once it launches. So yeah, a lot of blurry photos, but then again, some of the photos do come out good with the attention to details and the colors. So there you have it. That's our first look at the Zopo Speed 8 smartphone. To reiterate the price, it is priced at $300 and will be available in international markets starting April. Going through the specs once more, it has a 5.5-inch Full HD IPS display, the Helio X20 SoC, 4 GB of RAM, 32 GB built-in storage, no expansion options. It supports 4G LTE, and it has the standard array of Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC connections. The rear has a 21 megapixel camera and the front has an 8 megapixel camera. You also have the fingerprint sensor at the back, and the entire package is powered by a 3600 mAh battery. Of course, the battery life, a verdict on the battery life will come about when we get the smartphone in for review, and it supports fast charging with USB Type-C. We have two color options available, a black and a white one. And stay tuned to Digit.in for more videos like this one, and for all our action from the Mobile World Congress. You could log on to Digit.in/MWC to catch all the latest and greatest happenings from the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. This is Samir signing off for now. I will catch you in another video.